Right now on Campbell's comments, I welcome Janine Pitt. Firstly, welcome.
Thank you, Paul. I do feel a little bit starstruck because I'm so impressed with your work. Yeah, you're just amazing. You do an amazing job.
The old reverse psychology. Can I just say, Janine did not want to do this interview at all. She had no intentions, and she's thrown it back at me. Well played, very well played. We go back a long way. You're a little bit shy about talking in front of the cameras and the likes, but it's a new age. It's a new way of selling horses and the likes, and we have to do things differently. Get out of our comfort zone, I suppose.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
The Nutrient Equine Spring Sale starts this Friday, finishes on the Monday, the 6th of September. You have a young one in there, he's actually just turned to be a yearling now, but lot number 50, a colt by Fling It out of Otago Lily.
Yes, I have. And I am a huge fan of this colt. I'm a huge fan of Fling It. I think he's a very underrated stallion. The first Fling It I sold was a lovely colt that your beautiful wife prepared for us. And he is now, a Tego Titan. Yeah, so I really think he's going to leave a nice horse, Fling It. But unfortunately, he's had some issues and Stuart's had to retire him. So this little fella's his last foal.
He's the last Fling It?
Yep.
He was
the last one in...
Fling It was bought, a lot of people will look at the stats and they'll say he wasn't that impressive, but he was actually first imported here by Cold Mountain Stud, and unfortunately in those terrible floods where a lot of the horses lost their lives, a lot of his progeny first couple of years were involved in that whole flooding system.
Yeah, I believe he lost his first crop.
Yep.
So he's done a really great job. I think he's had 38 to the races for 24 individual winners.
Yep. And done.
So, yeah.
And done a
quite
good.
Underrated, really.
He is. Otago Lily, she was a lovely mare herself. She had 80 starts, 7 wins, nearly $50,000 in stakes, but she was just a really nice, lovely trotting mare for you.
Yeah, she was tough, very tough girl. So, yeah, no, she was our best trotter so far. But we're hoping.
Tina Ritter's trained her?
Yes.
Yeah, Tina.
Yes, she did.
Tina did a good job with the, and you actually said to me, I didn't realise, and when you read it in there, you say about the promising 2-year-old Otago Dawn. I didn't realise is a half brother to this horse here. Only had the 2 starts. His last start was back on the 6th of May, but a second and a fourth. They were both good runs, weren't they?
They were, and it's interesting because I had 2 fillies, 2 2-year-old fillies break in. One was a Fling It and one was a Otago Dawn. And the breaker said, the Otago Dawn, she's going to take time. She won't make a 2-year-old. The Fling It will make a 2-year-old. But it's the reverse. The Fling It hasn't been produced yet, and Otago Dawn's, hit the races running.
And she's by King Van Avenger.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then you go back to Keyfield. Keyfield only had 4 foals. I was a bit surprised when I saw that. The second dam back only had the 4 foals. 3 of those are weight race and 2 have won. It's an all trotting family. And the further you go back into it, you get back to Colin Redwood's family, and then you go back to the Bloomfields even further back, don't you?
Yeah, it is a beautiful family. Yeah, so I'm hoping that they'll breed on for me, the 2 girls.
You're only a small breeder, Janine. A lot of people see these horses come in and they say, I wonder why they're selling those horses and all the rest. You have sold horses for quite a many years, because it would have been, half a dozen years ago Marie prepared that one horse for you as well.
Yes, I have been selling them a while. I usually keep the girls and sell the boys.
Yeah, and go from there. All right, so this is lot number 50, as I said, in the nutrient sale. You make sure you go to, I'll get the little fella off the screen before I do that, but nutrientequine.com.au. Follow the links to the spring sale and get involved. It starts this Friday afternoon, finishes on the Monday at 6 o'clock. I'm going to be going live, Janine, so you might even have to watch my feed to see what's actually going on. Will you be nervous about this?
Oh, I will be, because they're my babies, and although I want to sell him, it's going to be really sad when he goes. Because he's just a lovely colt. He's so intelligent, and he's a joy to have around.
Okay, I can attest that Janine will well and truly love him. You'll nearly have a tear when he goes onto the truck, I would imagine.
I probably will.
Janine absolutely loves them. If people aren't aware, Janine, just while I got you, the Auctions Plus and the way the site works, people must be aware that it closes at 6 o'clock, but it will close 30 seconds after that if there's no bids. But every time there is a bid placed on any horse, the computer refreshes and it starts again. It's actually quite trippy. It's quite hard to keep a track of how each horse goes. They've streamlined it a little bit, and I will be going live. But I want people to be able to aware that at 6 o'clock the sale finishes, but that's when the real bidding starts, and that's where you get a lot of tings going off in your phone, in your computer, and it's quite an adrenaline rush. I love it. I'm looking forward to it, and I also want to make sure that people go to the Auction Plus website, which you can follow through the spring sale. You can go there and make sure you register and get all your details. If you're already registered, you're fine, but make sure you register and get involved with Auctions Plus and follow all the details. So all exciting. Don't forget to look at lot number 50, the Weanling Colt or Yearling Colt by Fling It out of Atigo Lily, prepared by Janine Hucker. She's going to be very, very nervous. Janine, thank you so much for joining Campbell's Comments, and nice reverse play. I will give you that. It was very clever of you.
It's been a pleasure, Paul. You've just made it so easy for me, and I thank you for that.
It's all good. Thank you very much, Janine.